This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
80% of dog owners felt an immediate connection with their pup compared to 69% who said they felt the same about their partner. Isn't that interesting?
I love that. I felt that connection when I saw a picture of Stanley.
By the way, Stanley is the elderly man that Lisa's been dating.
No, it's my dog. Anyway, so very relatable.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me. Like, I've had crushes on people from looking at them, but not like a connection. Whereas with my dog, I looked at a picture of him and I was like,
that's my dog.
I'm going to have that dog for the next phase of my life.
Yeah.
For as long as possible. He's going to live a great life, and he has.
Oh, so spoiled.
But yeah, this lines up. Sometimes we read these stats and we're like,
We're like, who wrote this?
Yeah, exactly.
This is made up.
This one seems legit. Just reminiscing about old ways you used to let somebody know that you're interested in them.
Yeah, poking them on Facebook.
I just looked. I think the poke's officially gone.
Okay. Well, that's sad. Just kidding. Most annoying thing ever.
Well, like, it felt like if you didn't poke somebody back that, like, you were being rude. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You'd get a random poke and be like, ugh. Felt like a job. Before that, what was it? Notes being passed in class? Was there something in between that?
Des said it is still there. Her boss poked her yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah. We are good friends, Des
Oh.
said. But still, don't poke me. Even if poking in, like, real life is annoying. It hurts.
Yeah, that pinch dune buggy thing.
Yeah. Whenever there would be a...
Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
And people
Punch buggy, no returns.
Punch buggy, no return. That's what it is. And when they punch you, I'd be so mad growing up.
Mm-hmm. Especially the people that took it way too seriously
Yeah.
and would, like, really punch you. It's like, you got issues.
They'd use it to, like, get it out.
Okay, so it went from, I don't even think passing notes was a thing. You would do that with your friends in class, not a crush. You played hard to get in class with your crush. You'd go, I got it. You would go up and pretend to sharpen your pencil.
And then just make eye contact?
You'd, like, walk past their desk.
With just way too
That's
much
it.
Axe body spray on?
That's
or
all you needed to
CK1?
do to get their attention. Or you'd go up and, like, pretend you had to blow your nose, use the Kleenex at the front of the class.
Was it common? Because, like, we kind of grew up in different generations as, what, we're 7.5 years apart? Something like that?
Oh, yeah, true. So you guys were, like, riding horse to the next town over.
Mm-hmm. Carving stone. Carving our love for each other in stone. No, but did you have to do the thing where you'd ask their best friend first before you asked them out?
Yeah, my
Like,
first ever boyfriend, it was like an agreement between my friend and him that we would date. And then the three of us met up in a field and him and I, like, didn't talk. And then we broke up.
Did you use your friend to break up too?
Yeah, I think so. Or, like, we went home and I went on MSN and I was like, this isn't going to work, Chad.
I'll never forget that phone call. My best friend calls me, hey, got to talk to you about something. Terry wants to break up with you. I was like, well, why isn't Terry calling me then?
Who's Terry? Sounds like he wears a jean jacket.
No, Terry, like a girl,
Oh.
Terry.
Oh, like Terry Clark. Got it. Okay, well, you need to specify.
It's Play 107 with Ryder and Lisa.
We're asking you how you got your crush to recognize you back in the day. And we got this text, logging in and out of MSN is what Allie wrote in. So they would see that you were online and hopefully message you first. Yep, that was a classic move. Or you would change your name to something that was a bit vague. Kind of like when people go on Facebook and they post that they're in the hospital but don't explain why. They just show, like, their wristband.
Sure.
And then, of course, it's going to get people asking, like, what's happening? What's going on?
Maybe they just need to know that somebody cares enough to ask.
That's fair.
Yeah. I vague book all the time.
No, you don't. But no, you would change your Facebook your MSN name to, like, sad song lyrics, hoping
Right.
someone would be like, what's going on?
You okay?
Yeah.
You want to get together? Have a Slurpee?
Mm-hmm.
My hometown, everybody knew each other, so it was pretty easy. Like, you'd just, like...
You just ride your bike over or what?
Yeah, or you'd just tell somebody, and then everybody in the town would know who you had a crush on. And then you'd have to find out if you're cousins or not
I was
from
just
your
going to
parents.
say, I'll be like, yeah, and then you realize you're cousins.
What did you used to do to get the fella's attention?
I pushed them into lockers.
Honestly, that doesn't seem far off. I think a lot of people would do that.
Just rough them up?
Yeah.
Tell them that they're your boyfriend now? Hey,
Hold
you.
them up by their neck. Hey, sweetie.
You're mine now.
Hopefully you didn't go see a guy named Kitakorn Songsri in Thailand recently.
What's he doing?
He's been accused of performing enlargement surgeries without a license.
How do you do that?
Extending the old ding-dong. I don't know.
Do you use a...
I didn't need to know.
You kind of need to know?
No, I said I didn't need to know.
Well, you need to talk louder. Why are you mumbling?
Yeah, because I was trying to kind of say it off mic and be cool.
Okay, well, you screwed up. Good thing I got you to
No, I
clarify.
I don't need to know, so obviously I've never done it.
Okay, Austin Powers. What does he use? It's like a pump thing. It's like a balloon filler.
Kitakorn, the 36-year-old, allegedly carried out these procedures for 2 decades. So I did the math there, like since he was 16.
That's a lot of...
Don't you think people would have been onto him that he didn't have a medical degree when he's 16 performing these surgeries?
I mean, with The Good Doctor being such a successful show right now.
That's true. Doogie Howser growing up. He admitted to advertising his services online, claims he taught himself how to do the implants when he was only 14.
It's an implant?
Yeah. However, a patient suffered a serious infection recently and ended up reporting him to the authorities. This is the kind of thing, though, I wonder how many guys he messed up and they were too embarrassed to go and report it.
Right. How do you go to the news and say, hey, I have a very small unit, so I reached out to this guy to fix that.
And went to a back alley to get it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just wouldn't.
You wouldn't. You'd keep that to yourself.
I wonder how many guys maybe come forward now that it's public.
Maybe, and you can stay anonymous, I'm sure.
Either way, don't go and get a penile enlargement in Thailand, okay?
Just with this specific person.
With this doctor. Yeah, you can probably use other ones. I wouldn't know.
When's your trip again? You said you were going to Thailand, I think,
Get out of here.
in a few months, right? What a gorgeous sunrise this morning.
We took a picture of it
Yeah, we did.
and posted it on social again, and my goodness, what a view.
What a gorgeous, handsome,
View.
rugged view. You need to be following us.
What a
by the way.
nearly naked sky out there.
Play 107 YEG on social media if you want to know what the heck we're talking about.
Just a beautiful sky.
Yeah.
Stripped down. And here you are complaining about having to make dinner.
No. I am not complaining. I am making sure those of you who are dedicated to feeding yourself, your family every single day and night.
That you're seeing.
I want you to know that I have so much respect and love for all of you because I can't imagine having to not only feed yourself and your family every morning with breakfast out the door, but also making sure your kids have their lunches packed, that it's a decent lunch with some nutrition, and then working all day. And then at night, when you are exhausted, now you have to figure out what everyone is going to eat for dinner. I think back to when I was a kid and my mom would say, hey, make sure you take the chicken out of the freezer or whatever it was if we didn't have school that day and she still had to go to work. And if we forgot when she had planned what was for dinner.
Trouble.
When I was young, I didn't understand, big deal, whatever. No, it's because that was what was on her mind. She has to feed a family of 5.
Well, especially raising you. You're a pretty picky eater.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I just don't like mushrooms. They taste like what an earlobe might maybe taste like.
I was watching that Korean cooking show last night on Netflix, which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's like 100 chefs doing battle. And there was like 16 dishes in a row. You're like, I wouldn't try that.
Well, because it was octopus. Anyway.
Your mom had a rough go, probably. This is why I was so stubborn on making sure my daughter tried lots of different foods and wasn't a picky eater as a kid, because even she's kind of become a little bit pickier now than she used to be,
now
but for the most part.
I mean, now that she can make her own decisions and say no to certain dishes. But now let's also recognize the families that do have picky kids. How frustrating that must be to work all day, come home, cook a meal. You haven't even sat down yet. You're maybe still in your work clothes. And then you sit down and your kid won't eat the food you make. Oh my goodness. I am just virtually hugging each and every one of you.
Yeah, it's a grind, hey?
It's a grind. Like even Janet just wrote in saying, I had a BLT and vegetable soup from a can last night. I'm just so tired. It causes more stress than my job, honestly. Making sure everyone's fed.
Well, and so then, just to add to this, you do all that, maybe both parents in the household are working or it's a single parent situation, you're busting your ass, you're making those meals, and at the end of the month, you still don't feel like you can get ahead.
Yeah.
Like, just the way that things are now. I used to really enjoy taking my daughter grocery shopping with me.
Okay, now you're just cranky the whole time looking at
Now
prices.
she just gets to hear me swear.
Yeah. It's like, why is a bag of chips $6? So yes, if you are listening right now and you have someone in your house that feeds you, please thank them, appreciate them, eat the food that they put in front of you, and just be thankful that you have it. What are you waiting for?
Thank you.
Oh, Ryder, thank you so much for feeding me every single day.
There's some people online every once in a while that pop up that definitely have a bad attitude, but you kind of want to learn how to channel it.
Yeah, every once in a while I'm like, oh, wow. I wish I could be that cranky and just own it.
That's what we're talking about. Like just people that have a bold energy, unapologetically who they are.
My example is Anna Delvey, who
Bad person,
went to jail for being a fraud. She pretended she was this high-profile socialite and then just scammed a bunch of people out of money. So she's currently on Dancing with the Stars, and she has one of those ankle
bracelets
monitors. Yeah. She got eliminated on Dancing with the Stars. This is what she had to say before leaving the show.
So this is the energy you want to channel.
She's a bad person.
Right.
I don't support her, but I kind of want to start answering questions like this.
What are you going to take away from this competition? Nothing. There you have it.
There you have it.
Nothing?
What are you going to take away from this competition? Nothing. Yeah. I have an example as well.
Okay.
It's a video that went viral recently of a girl who was getting a video of herself on an elevator.
Okay.
She was with her boyfriend, and I don't know if she liked her outfit or what she was doing, but she was recording. And then this guy walks on the elevator behind her, and he looks like he's probably around late 40s, maybe 50.
So is he in the video at this point?
Yeah, she didn't know he was coming to get on the elevator, so he surprised her, and then he was surprised that she was recording.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the breakdown. Guy's wearing like a red hoodie and a backwards hat. He looks like he's trying to be what you think Fred Durst would look like now. And this is the conversation between the two of them, and it's his energy that I want to tap into, even though it's kind of negative.
Are you secretly filming me?
Who are you? Mr. Red?
Hey, for you to know. I'm the dude going to the 12th floor that just decided today to divorce his wife after 15 years. That's who the I am. Who are you?
And he just like leans back and...
Wow.
I'm the guy that just decided to divorce my wife after 15 years.
Who are you?
Who the F are you?
Okay, so we're channeling that today, all of us collectively. If somebody asks you, what are you taking from this? Nothing.
Yeah. What did you learn with Ryder and Lisa?
Nothing.
So MGM Plus is developing a drama series that I'm actually pretty pumped up about. I think it'll be really good because the story is so good. Did you ever watch Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
No.
Right on. You're not a Kevin Costner fan?
I mean, no.
Wow. What a great conversation. Here, I'll talk to the wall instead.
I've never seen The Bodyguard.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I was too busy renting the Olsen twin movies.
Sounds like a fun life.
Thank you.
You still try to rent those stupid movies, and you make it through about a quarter of them every time, and you're like, this doesn't hold up.
Well, Billboard Dad is a bit cheesy, but the other ones are really good, like Passport for Paris and New York Minute, When in Rome, Getting There.
We're not talking about the Olsen twins right now. We're talking about a new Robin Hood series, okay?
How the West Was Fun, Double Double, Toil and Trouble, Holiday in the Sun, Grandmother's House We Go.
Are you embarrassed that your personality still, at your age... is based around Olsen twin movies.
It Takes Two.
Anyway, the Robin Hood drama series will reimagine the classic tale of the outlaw hero who stole from the rich and gave to the poor. It'll be a smart, sweeping, romantic adventure.
All right.
You need to watch Prince of Thieves. It's really good.
Apparently, I'm just reading the text line, the amount of people that are saying it's their favorite movie ever, and they're pumped about this news.
Yeah.
Where are my Olsen twins people at, though?
Nobody's texting about that.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107. We just gave her a ringy ding ding,
Yeah.
and Christine is ready to win some money. How are you?
I am good. Just dropping my daughter off at daycare. So I'm just going to spark her out of the door here and then
win some
take
money.
my way to work.
Do you need a minute or?
Yeah, do you need us to do you need time to?
No, I'm like, Mommy got through to the radio, so you got to go, okay?
Yeah. I'm not walking you to the door today.
Yeah.
Not today, girl.
All right, here we go. So the way the game works, you're going to choose Lisa or you're going to choose me. Your teammate will leave the room. We're going to give you 5 words, and within a 25-second time limit, you have to tell us the first word that comes to mind for each, or just the word that would be associated with the word we give you most in your mind.
Okay.
We'll invite your teammate back in. They'll play the same game, and for every answer that matches, it's $25. But the grand prize is $1,000 if you go 5 for 5.
Christine, who is your teammate?
Kate, I have been listening every day, and it could be either one. But let's go with Ryder.
Bye-bye. Starting that 25-second timer, Christine, after I say the first word. Good luck.
Kate,
What comes to mind when I say theater?
theater,
Theater.
movie,
Monopoly.
money,
Sizzle.
grill,
Nickel.
dime,
Steamed.
broccoli.
Oh, I love that answer. That's my favorite.
What?
That's my favorite. All right, let's get Ryder back in here. Crushed it. First time getting through. Christine really hoping we can give you $1,000. Hello, Ryder.
Hello, I'm going to sit. I usually stand, but we haven't had a lot of luck lately. Let's switch it up.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sitting.
We need some
Limber
strategy.
up.
Yeah. What comes to mind when I say theater?
Movie?
$25, Christine.
Well, I was hoping you weren't an actress.
Broadway.
Musical. Yeah.
What comes to mind when I say Monopoly?
Well, there's a word that came to mind immediately. I feel there's better words. I'm going to say game.
Money.
Damn it, it was money. That was the first one I thought of. Ah!
Unbelievable.
Sorry, Christine.
Christine, how are you feeling right now?
That's okay. That's okay.
We got 3 words to go. What comes to mind when I say sizzle?
Steak?
Grill. Nickel.
Coin?
Dime. Can we get to
Ryder.
$50? Steamed.
Broccoli?
Yes!
Yeah!
Why did we all think of broccoli? I love that. It is the best steamed vegetable.
Oh, we could have won. Your answers were really good.
I know. She crushed it. $50 in your pocket, Christine. Thanks for playing.
I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
You've began a new journey.
Yes. I'm coming up on the 2-week mark of taking Wellbutrin for anxiety and panic attacks.
This is not an ad,
No.
by the way.
No, not at all. In fact, I've had it for a couple months, and I've been contemplating actually starting it because I was reading online that first 2 weeks can be a nightmare. You can be really angry. It's all about adjusting to them, right? So what I'm taking is used for depression, anxiety, ADHD, panic attack disorders, and lots of stuff. I mean, we got a text from Susan saying she's taking it for menopause and
Sweating?
Yeah, like having her
Hot flashes.
Hot flashes. But then again, we got a text from Sarah saying, I tried to take that medication and it gave me horrible night sweats. So I think it all depends on you as a person. If it doesn't work, then you move on to something else that will. So I'm curious, as somebody who's coming up on the 2-week mark this weekend, if anyone has noticed any positive or negative changes with me.
Tara says, Wellbutrin made me feel super sexy, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, and to some people, it actually does the opposite. There's a podcast I listened to who she went off of it because she physically could not feel anything in that department.
Interesting.
So it's different for everyone. If it's not working, you try something else. This text here says, I've noticed a positive change. You are laughing more, Lisa. Literally noticed yesterday you were super funny and you sound healthy. Which that's so nice to hear. Thank you. This text here from Nikki says, I've noticed you're speaking a bit slower. You're not as hyper. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but you do seem more calm. I thought it was just that pumpkin spice lattes are back. That's great. Yeah. What about you, Ryder? I mean, you're with me all the time. I'll take any feedback, even if it's negatives, because so far on the text line, very kind messages, but you don't have to be. I want honest opinions, because if it's not working with me, I'll try something else.
Yeah, I did notice that last night you didn't critique the meal I made until after instead of before.
Ryder, don't.
What?
You're making me sound like a horrible human.
No.
Everything was great.
Yeah, and then you just said, I do agree with your daughter that there needed to be more sauce on the gnocchi. That was something I noticed.
Okay.
And I was pleased.
I'd like to apologize for being
No, you don't have to
judgy.
apologize, because you usually just are so honest
okay.
and blunt. And I've learned to accept that there's going to be one negative coming at some point during the meal.
I will say for the first couple of days, I was like, I don't know if this works with me, because I was feeling super anxious, but I think that's normal. And then your body adjusts. And that's why I'm on it, is for anxiety and panic attacks.
Yeah, I haven't noticed any of that.
And I overreact to things. I'm kind of a hypochondriac. Like, I think worst case scenario. So I'm really hoping that this can eliminate that from my life, because I don't think my cortisol levels can handle it much longer.
Yeah.
Like, I get so stressed.
Well, when we went on vacation, you came back and opened up, and I know that it resonated with a lot of people about travel anxiety, and you couldn't quite pinpoint it, but it looks to me like that has kind of washed away.
I've also started seeing a therapist, cognitive behavioral therapy, and I'm hoping we can get to the bottom of why I've started having these panic attacks, because they came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they're scaring me.
Right. But you haven't had one in a minute.
Yeah, I felt it a little bit on Friday.
Yeah,
But that was the last time that I felt the panic.
5 days ago. That's pretty good.
Whoa, that is 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Holy.
So.
Anything else? Have you noticed anything negative?
I got in trouble for the last one.
I cried a couple times here and there for like silly reasons, but I'm so thankful that I was aware that they were ridiculous reasons, and I was like, oh, it might be just the medication. Like, I'm trying to get through these first 2 weeks and see if it's something I want to stick with or move on.
If anybody has questions for you, if they've considered that, or maybe like you, they had it prescribed to them and they just didn't want to start taking it, or some like negative side effects, if they want to reach out, they can. Hey.
100%. We got this text from Kelly. Lisa, I found you extra funny lately. I hope you are finding relief. And I mentioned that text to Ryder before we came on air. He's like, oh, maybe our ratings will go up.
All right, here's how the game works. We got 25 prizes. There are 50 numbers. You just tell us two numbers, and if they both match with the prize, you win it.
So we're actually down to 24.
That's right.
Carol won a prize. She matched two numbers, so those numbers have been crossed off. You need to be playing along and following along, right?
Jackie, are you ready to play Matchmaker?
Oh, I'm ready.
Awesome. You've been following along and crossing off numbers, writing down what's behind each of them?
I have.
You're the best.
All right. What's your first number?
Okay, let's go. Let's go 5.
5 is Stanley Splash Hydration Hero. So you're going to get a Stanley Cup, like not the NHL one.
No, like a travel Stanley Cup.
And then a bunch of awesome stuff to put in it from Sweet Convenience. That's number 5.
Okay.
What other number do you want to go with?
Damn it, or darn it. Let's go 7.
7 is a spa starter package from Hyperbaric Health and Spa.
A spa day at
All right.
Hyperbaric Health and Spa.
All right.
Thanks for trying.
Better luck next
Okay.
time, Jackie.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
So the best way to remember these is just the titles that we give the prizes, right?
Absolutely.
So once again, 5 is Stanley Splash Hydration Hero.
Mm-hmm.
And 7 is Spa Starter.
This is fun.
Keep track of those.
I'm pumped for the next prize.
It's gonna start to happen where we're giving away prizes every day, which is sick. As people, reveal these different numbers. So be ready to play tomorrow. Best of luck. Time for Recommend Something, where we recommend something.
Glass straws when you're drinking something. I got them off Amazon.
And they make drinks taste good?
They taste good. They're better to clean because you can actually see if there's gunk in them or not.
That's fair.
And I don't know, there's just something about the sound of it clinking against your glass when you're done making your iced coffee.
I'm all for the importance of the vessel. I have one favorite cup.
I know, and I'm so scared every time I'm dealing with it that I'm going to break it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do.
And it's a fragile one, too.
Yeah. It's like a goblet style.
Yeah.
Love the thing, though.
I'm pretty sure you got it for free. It's got like a beer line on the side of it.
Delirium beer.
It
Just the way the drink goes through, comes to my mouth. It just feels like it's smooth. I don't know. So good. But yeah, if you're all about these glass straws, I'm behind it. I'm going to try it.
I love them.
Why not?
Okay, your turn. What would you like to recommend today, Ryder?
It was a tweet that I saw that I just thought was a really good idea, so I wanted to pass it on. Whenever you go to a restaurant, just stop by a random table when you're leaving and thank them for picking up your bill.
Oh, like if it looks like they're on a first date or something?
Anybody. Hey, thank you guys so much for picking up my bill, and then leave. And just know that you're going to add so much confusion for the next...
I don't like this.
It's hilarious.
You're going to add stress to them.
Yeah, a little bit of stress is funny, though, because they're going to then ask the waiter, hey, did that guy put his bill on ours? And the waiter would be like, no, he paid. And then they'll be like, oh, he was kidding. And it'll just be joyous. People will be high-fiving.
Waiters don't have time for shenanigans, okay? For them to have to then go and check and make sure there's not extra items on their table's bill.
Big deal.
That table's in a bad mood. They're not going to tip now. This is a horrible recommendation.
I'm a big fan of Katy Perry.
Yeah, you have a shrine of her in your garage.
You're not supposed to tell people that. But yes, I have a few posters.
Cardboard cutout, a couple framed photos of her.
Her outfit from the music video, Roar.
Anyway, what's happening with her?
Well, she's launching a tour, which, great. It's called the Lifetimes Tour.
Lifetimes Tour?
Lifetimes, yes. Where she plans to play all her hits from over the years. Doesn't this feel like she's just stealing eras and giving it a different name?
Mm-hmm.
Like Taylor came out and did all of her eras. She's going to do all of her different lifetimes or whatever.
Lady Gaga is doing the same thing. So she posted, because she has a new album out this week.
Yeah, that has to do with the release of the movie, right?
Yeah, it's like a collaboration kind of thing. But anyway, in the pictures of her, teasing it, there are Easter eggs in the background. Everyone is just doing what Taylor Swift has done because they watch it and they see it work. So in the background of Lady Gaga's picture, you can see a picture of Tony Bennett on the TV. She did a tour with him in Vegas, or a residency with him. There is a glittery bra from her first album, Fame.
Okay.
And there's also something to do with her album, Joanne, as well. So it's teasing a world tour.
You want to know how out of touch I am?
Yes.
I also read that Lady Gaga's new album or whatever, that piece of art that she released had Easter eggs in it. I was looking for literal Easter eggs.
That's embarrassing, Ryder.
Now that you say it, there was hints of what's to come, and that's considered I was looking for eggs.
Okay, I need to know how many people listening right now thought, even Taylor Swift's Easter eggs, that there were literal Easter eggs with clues on them in her music videos and stuff, because what?
Yeah. I'd look for them like the bunnies on a Pilsner logo.
Haven't you noticed that in everything that Taylor Swift is doing over the past month, she's always wearing plaid?
No.
That's an Easter egg. She's teasing something.
I was looking for a plaid Easter egg.
Oh my gosh.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast. Play 107.